Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sergio. Today I have something really special for you. It's a piece by Martin Bradley, a British artist and painter, that it took about a year for me to acquire. I had my eyes on this beauty since 2021, and finally the owner agreed on let it go. We had a tremendous, incredibly smooth transaction. I want to thank you, Gino, if you're watching right now. You packed perfectly. That was my only concern. I very appreciate what you have done. Thank you so much. This piece is wonderful, and is one of those I never had before, and I'll explain better later. Martin Bradley, we said. So Martin Bradley is a British painter and artist. He was born in 1931 in England, and he had an incredibly adventurous life. Indeed, when he was, despite the fact that he was raised in a very wealthy and a very well-established family, when he was a teenager, he ran away in a way. He went at sea for a few years, a couple of years, and then he lived pretty much everywhere in the world. He lived in Paris, he lived at Ibiza, he lived in Rio de Janeiro, he went to India and then Hong Kong and Kathmandu and Japan, you know, at the end, and incredible. And he has always been fascinated by the Far East, and he used a lot of what he learned during his life and his travels in his paintings that have been always successful. Martin Bradley is not one of those artists who will become, you know, famous after they pass. he enjoyed a lot of success, a lot of recognition in his life, and just for those who don't know him, you know, is pretty much exhibited all over the world, and his artworks are part of the collections of the most important museums, such as the Tate Gallery in London, the MoMA in New York, the Peggy Guggenheim Foundation in Venice, just to name really a few. So super successful. His way to paint is in a way oniric, let's say, is abstract, with a lot of symbolism. In a way, it reminds me a lot of Salvador Dali, because he has these characters, you know, they are fantastic, I've never seen before, oniric indeed, and put in this landscape, and where you can go and start, you know, think about the symbols of what they do represent, and really fantastic stuff. A lot of color, very joyful. So, you know, it's not a surprise that the world has recognized his talent and his very unique style. So, in 1996, Martin Bradley was invited in Murano by, at the time, president of the Marco Polo Glass Gallery and Studio, Rodolfo Sezzi. And he made a few sketches, you know, for a chess set, a large chess set, where again to display these fantastic characters. And the Mermaid, you see, was one of those. It was actually on the cover of the book. But we can remember, for example, the fawn, the motor rabbit, the duck, the warrior, the pelican, the horse, also called knight. There are several. I had pretty much all of them, and finally I could really on the Mermaid, which is, in my opinion, one of the most stunning, absolutely stunning. First of all, because technically it is not, there are no part of glue. For example, the Pelican, I remember I had the horse, they were, you know, little pieces of glass and then glued together, but you know, the good pieces, don't get me wrong, but this is another level. And it's not by surprise that Rodolfo Sezzi, the Marco Polo factory at the time, they asked nobody else but Pino Signoretto, God bless his heart, to make the first prototypes of this collection, of this series, plus the larger scale pieces. I mention larger scales because, for example, this piece is 21 inches tall. It corresponds about 53.5 centimeters, just to give an idea. And Pino kept doing the most important pieces. Some were smaller, there were a few, and some were even, you know, even bigger. And those were exhibited in several places in Venice, and then they were at the premises of the Marco Polo, showing what is possible. I mean, certain pieces were this tall from the floor. I mean, so big stuff. And Pino Signoretto, I don't even go there. Pino Signoretto, I had the honor and the pleasure to work with him on a couple of things. Everybody in love with Murano glass know that, unfortunately, you know, Pino passed in 2017, December 30th, and is recognized as one of the best maestro ever, especially when it comes to sculptures in glass, you know. So it is strongly mixed. His genius, his manuality, his craftsmanship, you know, it's art. Unbelievable. So I'm, you know, double happy to have the opportunity to share with you a piece by a very renowned artist, and one, you know, to me the best maestro in the glass sculpting ever. Let's talk about the piece. This is all, as I was mentioning, there are no glue here. It's composed of two parts. One is the Mermaid itself. You see the Mermaid with, you know, the breast on the side, and it's also Merso, all very heavy piece, quite heavy piece. Gold leaf on this long drop with another shorter and very bright red drop in the front. Look at the line here, the line design in the fin. I give you some light so you can see it with my shirt. Look at that, unbelievable. And again, this is one part of it, and the other is the base, which has, you see, some colors. It wants to, you know, reproduce, to recall the sea where the mermaid are supposed to swim, of course. Incredible piece, signed by Martin Bradley. I don't even try to show you because, as per all the pieces I had before, also this one is signed, you know, is a very, very thin engraved signature, but it is signed Martin Bradley. And then we have limited edition 2 out of 6, so in aging only 6 ever made for this mermaid. Unbelievable, something really incredible. It's so beautiful that it's not by chance that it was on the cover of the catalog edited by Marco Polo Glasallery and Studio. Here is with some sketches that Bradley did. for the piece. So for example, this one is way smaller, is 35 centimeters versus again 53 and a half, so it's way shorter. So they made a different pieces in different sizes, but all the collection, look at the fan. I mean, they were really incredible. The horse, also called Knight, the pelican, these are the glue pieces. Beautiful, but of course, and here a beautiful. Anyway, if you call me, if you want to acquire the piece, this is for sale. The catalog is included, it's complimentary, because it's something so important that I believe they gotta go together. So nothing. It's probably one of the very first time I hope nobody call me. I want to enjoy this piece a little bit longer, but you know, I'm a glass dealer, and these are like you know, children. When they grow, then you gotta let them go and live their life. And I know that whoever is gonna acquire this piece is, you know, is gonna be very proud and happy for many years to come. So thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, you know I'm gonna publish more on a regular basis in my channel. Please subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and press the like button if you enjoy this video. You can reach out to me either through my website, seriolux.com. There's a form you can fill, and you can ask me about this piece or any of the many pieces I published there. And or you can send me an email directly to info@seriolux.com. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. See you next time.